Mark your calendars, 81 days out from the May primary election, and more election-related bills are making their way through the State House today, including one introduced this morning by Representative Priscilla Giddings. It looks to get rid of absentee ballot boxes. You may be asking, why?
We've seen across the country where these situations could allow ballot harvesting, but we also, there are concerns that these locations may be an opportunity for somebody to disrupt your ballots, whether they try to, if it were to catch fire or flood, or maybe food is stuffed in there and it could contaminate ballots as well.
Not all Idaho counties use ballot boxes, but for example, Ada County, the largest in the state, they do. So has any of those things ever happened in Ada County that the representative just mentioned? Well, I reached out to Phil McGrane. He's the Ada County elections clerk and the clerk for the county, and he told me on the phone that there really hasn't been any issues with ballot drop boxes in Ada County, issues like shoving food down them or trash. Of note, though, Clerk McGrane did tell me that drop boxes, they are monitored by video cameras, and in case of emergency, they do have a fire suppression system built in that does protect the integrity of the ballots. So at that point, no issues of note in our area. But the rest of this topic was highlighted more in testimony.
Representative Giddings, you mentioned that across the country that something could happen. Could you bring it home for us and provide an example of an existing instance in Idaho where a ballot box was led to some sort of problem?
I don't have examples of here in Idaho. It's my understanding they've only been used recently. Where we've seen concerns is in other states, specifically Georgia.
So the intent is to kind of get out in front of this and make sure we don't have that happening in Idaho.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Absolutely.
This seems to be a proactive way for us to make sure we have election integrity in Idaho.
This proactiveness argument is really becoming a slippery slope for me. I mean, we could proactively prevent indoctrination in schools by closing schools, but I don't think that's something we want to do.
The bill was printed today on a unanimous vote. Representative Chris Mathias, who just heard from, said that he would vote to print the bill because he wanted to hear the debate in committee, and we will bring that to you next week.